The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. Retold by Anne Collins. Chapter 1. I am Mia. My name is Mia Thermopolis. I'm 14 years old, and I live in New York City. I live in an apartment in Greenwich Village, on the west side of the city. I live with my mom, Helen, and my cat, Fat Louie. My mom is an artist. She paints pictures. I'm a freshman, a ninth grade student at Albert Einstein High School. My best friend is Lily Moskovitz. Lily isn't pretty, but she's very smart. She is interested in politics and ecology. Lily writes reports about the people of New York and their problems. Then she makes films of her reports. She has her own TV show, Lily Tells It Like It Is. Lily's mom and dad are doctors. They're both psychoanalysts. Psychoanalysts find out about people's feelings. Lily has an older brother named Michael. My parents never got married. They stopped loving each other before I was born. 14.5 years ago, they broke up their relationship. My parents' relationship ended, but they're still friends. My dad doesn't live in New York. He lives in a small country called Genovia. It's near the border of France and Italy. My dad is an important person in the government of Genovia. I visit my dad every Christmas and summer. I stay with him and Grandmère, my grandmother, in her house in France. I'm not very popular at school. I don't have lots of friends, and I don't have a boyfriend. No boy has ever asked me out on a date because I look strange. I look like a freak. I'm the tallest girl in my grade. I have huge feet and very curly, light brown hair. I'm also very thin. I want to look like Lana Weinberger. Lana Weinberger is in my grade, and she's beautiful. She has long blonde hair and big gray eyes. Lana is going out with Josh Richter. She's dating the best-looking boy in the school. Josh is really gorgeous. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's 6 feet tall and very good at sports. He's a senior student. My mom gave me this diary. She told me to write down my feelings. I don't tell her my real feelings. That's what she says. So she wants me to write them down. Tuesday, September 23rd. My mom's right. I don't tell her about my real feelings. I think about my feelings, but I don't tell anyone about them. I've decided to write my feelings here in my diary. My mom is going out on a date with my algebra teacher, Mr. Frank Giannini. I'm happy about this, I told Mom, but I'm not happy. There are about 2 million guys in Manhattan. She could go out with any of them. Why does she want to go out with my school's algebra teacher? Wednesday, September 24th. I told Lily about my mom and Mr. Giannini. Mr. Giannini's okay, said Lily. He's nice and his classes are easy. Lily's good at algebra. She doesn't have to work hard in algebra classes. But I'm flunking algebra. I fail every algebra test. Every afternoon after school finishes, I have to do extra algebra. That's how Mr. Giannini met my mom. He asked her to come to the school. Mia is flunking algebra, he told her. She needs to do extra work. Then he asked my mom out on a date. I don't understand you, Mia, said Lily. Why are you hiding your real feelings? Talk to your mom. You're not happy about her and Mr. Giannini. Tell her this. But I can't talk to my mom. She's very happy about her date with Mr. Giannini. She's being really nice to me. Last night, she made a special meal for me. Pasta with lots of vegetables. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat. I think about my mom kissing Mr. Giannini. Then I think about Lana Weinberger and Josh Richter. I saw them kissing last week. I want Josh Richter to kiss me like that. Thursday, September 25th. Today, Mr. Giannini asked me a really easy question, but I didn't hear it. I just sat there looking at him. What? I said. Then Lana Weinberger leaned over my desk and stared at me. Her long blonde hair touched my desk. Freak, she said. I went to Lily's apartment after school. Her parents, the doctors Moskovitz, were there. Your mother is dating your algebra teacher, Lily's mother said. How do you feel about that? I feel fine, Dr. Moskovitz, I said, but I was lying. Lily's older brother, Michael, was also in the apartment. He's a senior student, like Josh Richter. But Michael doesn't play sports like Josh. Michael is only interested in computers. He spends a lot of time in his room, working on his computer. He writes an online magazine called Crackhead. Your mom is dating Frank Giannini? Said Michael, and he laughed. Friday, September 26th. This afternoon, during my algebra class, Mr. Giannini spoke to me quietly. He started talking about his date with Mom. Mia, I'm going out with your mother, he said. Are you unhappy about that? Oh no, Mr. Giannini, it's okay, I said. I felt my face becoming red. It's only for one date, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll take her on more than one date. I really like your mother. Okay, I said. But if you make her unhappy, I'll kill you. I've been very rude to a teacher. Did I really say that to him? Mr. Giannini smiled. Mia, I'm not going to hurt your mother, he said. I will never upset her. That evening, when my mom was out with Mr. Giannini, my dad called from Genovia. He wanted to talk to Mom. He sounded very weird. His voice was really strange. I didn't want to tell him about Mom and her date with Mr. Giannini. I lied. She's working in her art studio, I said. Saturday, September 27th. I went into the kitchen early this morning. My cat, Fat Louie, wanted some food. My mom was there, and she was making pancakes. I couldn't believe it. Mom never cooks breakfast. She usually wakes up later than me. She was in a very good mood. She was smiling happily. I had a wonderful time last night, she said. Mom and Mr. Giannini ate dinner at a Thai restaurant last night. They're going on another date this week. I feel okay about this. I'm happy because my mom is happy. Sunday, September 28th. My dad called again today. This time, Mom was in her art studio. My dad sounded very weird again. Monday, September 29th. Today, Mr. Giannini was in a very good mood. Suddenly, he started talking about the school play. All the students are going to act and sing in the musical, My Fair Lady. Mia, you could play the main character, he said. I was surprised. Mr. Giannini was only being nice. I knew that. But I can't be in a musical. I can't sing. My voice is horrible. Later, when I was with Lily, Lana Weinberger came up to us. She started calling me a freak again. Josh Richter was with her. I knew why Lana said this. She wanted to hurt me, and she wanted Josh to see my unhappiness. Leave us alone, Weinberger, said Lily angrily. Lana started to argue with Lily, but Lily isn't afraid of Lana. She just laughs if people say bad things to her. Tuesday, September 30th. Something weird has happened. When I got home from school, my mom was waiting for me. She had a strange look on her face. She spoke softly and quietly. "Your dad called," she said. "He's very upset. He's heard some bad news. He's sterile. He can't have any more kids." About a year ago, my dad was very ill. He had cancer. He had an operation. Doctors had to cut the cancer out of his body. Then he had chemotherapy treatment. The chemotherapy worked well, and the cancer hasn't come back. "The chemotherapy has made your dad sterile," Mom said. "He can never have another child." I don't understand why my dad is upset. Why does he want more kids? He already has me. I only see Dad at Christmas and in the summer, but that's okay. He looks after Genovia, and he's always very busy. My dad's hair fell out after the chemotherapy, but he's still handsome. He looks like Captain Jean-Luc Picard in the TV show Star Trek: The Next Generation. My dad has had a lot of girlfriends. He brings them to Grand-Mère's house in France. They love the 27 bedrooms, the ballroom, the swimming pools, and the farm. But Dad never goes out with any girl for more than a few months. "Dad is flying here to New York tomorrow," said Mom. "He wants to talk to you, Mia." Chapter 2. You're a Princess. Wednesday, October 1st. My dad has arrived in New York. He's staying at the Plaza Hotel, where all the rich people stay. Thursday, October 2nd, afternoon. The ladies' room at the Plaza Hotel. I've had a terrible shock. Now I know why my dad wants more kids. It's because he's a prince. My dad is a politician, and he's rich, but he's also the Prince of Genovia, and nobody told me. I've been to Genovia lots of times. Every summer I stay in my grandmother's house, Mérignac. It's on the border of France, near Genovia. Why didn't she tell me the truth? A few years ago, I found some information about Genovia in an encyclopedia. I read these facts. The name of the Genovian royal family was Rinaldo. The head of the family was Prince Arthur Christophe Philippe Gerard Grimaldi Rinaldo. There was a picture of the prince. He had thick brown hair and a mustache. My dad's family name is also Rinaldo. My dad's name is Philippe Rinaldo. This afternoon, my dad and I sat in the Palm Court dining room at the Plaza Hotel. Lots of tourists go there. They like to have tea there in the afternoons. "I want you to know the truth, Mia," began my dad in a very serious voice. "I am the Prince of Genovia." This news was a terrible shock for me. Suddenly, I got hiccups. "Really, Dad?" I said. "Hiccup." I tried to stop the noise coming from my throat, but couldn't. "Hiccup. Hiccup." They were really loud hiccups. "Hiccup. Hiccup." "I'm head of the royal family of Genovia," said my dad. "Your mother didn't want you to know this. She didn't want you to grow up in a palace. I agreed with her. But unfortunately, I've now heard some bad news. I can't have any more children. You're my only child, Mia. So you are now my heir. When I die, you will be the ruler of Genovia." Hiccuped again. This was really embarrassing. The people who were sitting on the table beside us were staring at me. "Mia," said my dad, "are you listening?" "Dad, please excuse me for a minute," I said. "I have to go to the bathroom." I went into the ladies' room. The ladies' room at the plaza is very beautiful. The walls and the carpets are pink. There are mirrors and little couches everywhere. I thought about what my dad had said. He's the Prince of Genovia. I'm beginning to understand some things that I didn't understand before. When I fly to France, there's always a huge limousine waiting for me at the airport. When I go shopping with my grandmother, we always visit stores in the evening. We go shopping after ordinary people have gone home. We're always the only customers in the stores. Most people have never heard of Genovia. Nobody famous has come from there. But it is a very beautiful country. The weather is warm and sunny. In the north, there are mountains covered with snow. In the south, there is the blue Mediterranean Sea. In the center of the country, there are hills covered with olive trees. Olive oil is Genovia's main export. Genovia sells a lot of olive oil to other countries. There's a royal palace in Genovia. I've passed it lots of times when I was in the car with Grandmère, but she never told me who lived in it. My hiccups have gone now. I'll go back to my dad. Late afternoon, the Penguin House at Central Park Zoo. I've had a second shock. I'm not going to tell anybody about my family. I'm not even going to tell Lily. She won't understand. No one will understand. I'm really upset. This is what happened. When my hiccups disappeared, I returned to the Palm Court dining room. My dad was speaking on his cell phone. He was talking to my mom. "Yes, I told her," he was saying. "No, she doesn't seem upset." He looked at me. "Are you upset?" "No," I said. I wasn't upset. Not then. My dad ended the call. "Did you understand what I told you, Mia?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "You're the Prince of Genovia." "Yes," he said. "But you're not Mia Thermopolis anymore." "I'm not?" I said. "Then who am I?" "You're Amelia Mignonette Grimaldi Thermopolis Rinaldo, Princess of Genovia," said my dad, a little sadly. What? A princess? Me? It can't be true. My mouth opened, but no words came out. I started to cry. My dad leaned across the table and touched my hand. "It won't be so bad," he said. "You'll like living at the palace in Genovia with me. You can visit New York. You can see your friends as often as you want." Then I got mad. I was so angry that I stopped crying. "I don't want to live in Genovia," I said in a loud voice. Everyone in the dining room turned and looked at me. My dad was shocked. "Mia," he said, "I thought that you understood." "I understand only one thing," I said. "You lied to me all my life. You never told me the truth about your family. And why do I have to live with you in Genovia?" I stood up quickly and ran out of the hotel. I ran all the way down the street and into the middle of Central Park. It was getting dark, but I didn't think about this. Suddenly I saw the gates of the Central Park Zoo. I've always loved that zoo. I paid my entrance money and went into the Penguin House. The funny little black and white birds swam around their pool and I watched them. Then I sat down and took my diary out of my bag. I'm writing in my diary now. What am I going to do? I can't leave New York and live in Genovia. Evening. Of course, I couldn't hide in the Penguin House forever. When the zoo closed, I took a bus home. My mom and dad were sitting at the kitchen table. The phone was in front of them. They both began talking at the same time. "Are you okay? Where have you been?" asked my mom. "We've been so worried," said my dad. "I ran away. I'm sorry," I said. Then I went into the bathroom and took a bath. After lying in the hot water for a long time, I put on my favorite pajamas. Then I picked up Fat Louie and went to bed. Before I fell asleep, I heard my mom and dad talking in the kitchen. Chapter 3. Lily's Place. Friday, October 3rd. Home. When I woke up today, I felt better. It's Friday, the day before the weekend. Friday is my favorite day of the week. Mom was in the kitchen making breakfast. Dad was there too. He was sitting at the table and reading the New York Times. And then I remembered. I'm a princess. Suddenly I felt unhappy again. "We need to talk, Mia," said my dad. He folded his newspaper and laid it on the table. "Come and sit down, Mia. Have some breakfast," said my mom. "I've made everything that you like." I didn't want to talk about my future in Genovia. "I have to go to school," I said. "Sit down," said Dad loudly. I sat down and Mom put some food onto my plate. "Mia," she said, "think of the lovely things that you can have in Genovia. When you're 16, you can have a car. Dad will buy you a car for your 16th birthday." "I don't want a car," I said. "You've always wanted a horse, haven't you?" she said. "You could have a horse in Genovia, a nice gray one." My eyes filled with tears and I started to cry. "Mom," I said, "why are you saying this? Don't you love me anymore? Why are you making me leave? Why do I have to live with Dad? Is it because you and Mr. Giannini don't—" Then my mom started crying too. She jumped up from her chair and put her arms around me. "No, Mia," she said. "I just want the best thing for you." "So do I," said my dad. "Well, I want to stay here and finish high school," I said. "That's the best thing for me. Then I'm going to join Greenpeace. I'm going to save whales from danger." "You're not going to look after whales," said my dad. "Please, Philippe," said my mom. "We can't talk about this now. Mia has to go to school. She's late." I started looking for my coat. "Yes," I said. "I have to get to the subway station." "No," said my dad. "Lars will drive you to school." "But I have to meet Lily," I said. "I meet her every day and we go to school together on the subway." "Lars can pick up your friend too," said Dad. Lars is my dad's driver. He goes everywhere with my dad. But now I realize something. Lars isn't just my dad's driver. Lars is also my dad's bodyguard. His job is to protect my dad. Lars came up to the apartment and walked downstairs to the car with me. It was really embarrassing. Algebra class. Lily was very surprised to see Lars. "My dad's in town and Lars is my dad's driver," I said. "Why are your eyes red?" asked Lily. "Have you been crying? What's happened?" "Nothing has happened," I said. I didn't want to tell Lily the truth. Now I'm sitting here in the algebra class, but I feel better. Nobody can make me be a princess. This is America. People are free in America. They can live in any place and in any way that they want. If I don't want to be a princess, I don't have to be one. I'll tell my dad tonight. Late evening, Lily's bedroom. I didn't go to my extra algebra class with Mr. Giannini this afternoon. When school finished, I spoke to Lily. "Can I stay at your place tonight?" I asked. She said yes, so I called my mom. "Can I stay the night at Lily's apartment?" I asked her. "But Mia, your father wanted to have another talk with you this evening." "I'll be home tomorrow, Mom," I said quickly, "and I won't forget to do the shopping on the way home." Saturday, October 4th, early morning, Lily's place. I always have a great time when I stay with Lily. The Moscovitzes are nice and their apartment is huge. Lily's parents, the doctors Moskovitz, never forget to pay bills. They always have delicious food in their refrigerator. They even buy vegetarian food for me to eat. I love my mom very much, but she spends a lot of time in her art studio. She doesn't spend much time at home with me. Sometimes Mom forgets to pay the bills. Sometimes she even forgets to buy food. I want my mom to be like Lily's mom. I want my dad to be like Lily's dad. At Lily's place, I can relax. I feel very comfortable and happy there. When I'm with the Moscovitzes, I don't worry about algebra. I don't worry about being a princess. Last night, Lily's parents went out, so Lily and I climbed into their huge bed and watched James Bond movies on their big TV. Then Lily's brother, Michael, came into the room. "Your dad is on the phone," he said to me. "I don't want to speak to him," I replied. "Okay," said Michael. "You and Lily already went to bed. I'll tell him that." Michael went and spoke to my dad again. Then he came back and watched James Bond movies with us. We had a really good conversation about our favorite actors and actresses. When Lily's parents came home, Lily and I went back to her room. "Mia, who do you prefer?" asked Lily. "Josh Richter or my brother Michael?" "Josh Richter," I said. "I'm in love with Josh Richter. He's the best-looking boy in the school. I love his blonde hair and blue eyes." But later, I thought about Michael. He isn't as good-looking as Josh, but he makes me laugh. One time, I saw Michael coming out of his bedroom. He wasn't wearing a shirt, and he looked really good. I've never told Lily my thoughts about her brother. She'll think that I'm weird. Chapter 4. The Thermopolis-Ronaldo Agreement. Saturday, October 4th, afternoon. I stayed at Lily's place as long as I could today, but I was worried about my mom and dad. I didn't go home last night. Were they angry all night? I came home after lunch. I've always been a good daughter. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't take drugs. I do my homework most of the time, and people trust me. I'm an honest person. When I got home, my mom was reading a magazine. She always goes to her art studio on Saturdays. But today, she had stayed at home waiting for me. My dad was there too. He was reading the New York Times. "We must talk," he said. "Please, Dad," I said. "I need time to think about things." "I know," said my dad. Then my mom came over and put her arms around me. "We're so sorry, Mia," she said. I was very surprised. Why were my parents being so nice? Why weren't they angry with me? "This is difficult for you, Mia," said my dad. "We understand that now. So we've done something to make things easier." My dad pulled a document from his pocket and put it on the table in front of me. I started to read it. The Thermopolis-Ronaldo Agreement. I, Artur Christophe Philippe Gerard Grimaldi Ronaldo, make this agreement. My daughter and heir, Amelia Mignonette Grimaldi Thermopolis Ronaldo, can stay at her school, Albert Einstein High School, but she must spend every Christmas and every summer in Genovia. I felt very happy. Then I read the rest of the agreement. I, Amelia Mignonette Grimaldi Thermopolis Ronaldo, will do my duties as heir to Artur Christophe Philippe Gerard Grimaldi Ronaldo, Prince of Genovia. I will become the ruler of Genovia when he dies. I will also go to all the functions of state. What are functions of state? I asked. Special ceremonies, said my dad. When an important event happens in the world, every country sends someone, a representative.
For example, when the leader of a country marries or dies, a representative of the Genovian royal family goes to the ceremony. You're the Princess of Genovia, so you will go to these functions of state. You will represent Genovia.
But I don't know how to behave like a princess, I said.
That's okay, said my dad. Grandmère will teach you.
I thought about this. How can Grandmère teach me? She's not here in New York, she's in France. I signed my name at the bottom of the agreement. Evening. It's Saturday night, and I don't have a date with a boy. I'm spending the evening with my dad. I'm always at home on Saturday nights. Boys don't want to go out with me. My mom has gone out on a date with Mr. Giannini. She was wearing a small black dress and high-heeled shoes. My dad stared and stared at her. She looked really beautiful. Usually my mom isn't very interested in clothes. I phoned a restaurant that delivers food to the apartment. I ordered a pizza and some salad. It was a delicious meal, but my dad wasn't interested in the food. He watched sports programs on TV and drank whiskey. Then he fell asleep. I tried to call Lily, but her phone was busy. Maybe Michael was chatting online with a friend. Michael uses his computer a lot. He works on his magazine, Crackhead, and chats online with his friends for hours. He uses his computer to send instant messages. He has conversations in internet chat rooms. I really wanted to speak to Lily. I wasn't going to tell her about being a princess, but sometimes just talking to Lily makes me feel better. I watched my dad sleeping. I started to get bored. I decided to send Michael an instant message. I wanted him to go offline, then I could call Lily. Michael and I use different names when we chat to each other online. I'm F.T. Louie, which means Fat Louie. It's the name of my cat. Michael uses the name Crack King, a criminal who sells drugs. Michael is clever and funny. He's always making jokes. This was our conversation. Crack King.
What do you want, Thermopolis?
F.T. Louie. I want to talk to Lily. I want to speak to her on the phone. Please go offline.
Crack King. What do you want to talk to her about?
F.T. Louie. I'm not telling you, it's private. Crack King.
Why are you at home? Didn't Dream Boy call you? Didn't he ask you out?
F.T. Louie. Who's Dream Boy? Crack King.
Josh Richter, of course.
I love Josh Richter. And now Michael knows this. Lily told her brother my secrets. I'm really embarrassed. I'm going to kill her. But 5 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Lily. You wanted to talk to me? She said. Michael told me. Michael can be so nice sometimes. Sunday, October 5th. I didn't go to Mr. Giannini's algebra class on Friday, and he told my mom. I can't believe it. I had to stay at home today. I had to study algebra with my dad. There's an algebra test at school tomorrow. I must not flunk it. I've written an important algebra formula on the bottom of my sneaker. I can look at the formula during the test. Monday, October 6th, 3 a.m. I've been awake all night. I've been worrying about the algebra formula that's on my shoe. What will happen if someone sees it? If I look at the formula, I'll be cheating. I'll no longer be an honest person. I'll have to leave Albert Einstein High School if someone finds out about this, and I'll never get a job at Greenpeace. 4 a.m. I tried to wash the formula off my sneaker, but it won't come off. I can't wear my boots instead of my sneakers. The laces of my boots are broken. 7 a.m. Someone will see me cheating in the algebra test. I just know it. 9 a.m. I'm in the girls' room at school. Lana Weinberger came in, and she saw me washing the bottom of my sneaker. Then she started brushing her long blonde hair and staring at herself in the mirror. I couldn't wash the formula off my sneaker, but I'm not going to look at it during the test. Evening. Okay. I looked at the formula during the test, but it didn't help me at all. I got all the answers wrong anyway. I can't even cheat well. I have so many things to worry about. I must buy new laces for my boots. I'm flunking algebra. My mom's dating my algebra teacher. I'm the Princess of Genovia. I hate my life. Chapter 5. Grandmère. Wednesday, October 8th. Grandmère's here. She's not here in our apartment, but she's here in New York. She's staying at the Plaza Hotel with my dad. Maybe Grandmère won't come to our apartment. She hates cats, and Fat Louie is here. Also, Grandmère will hate Greenwich Village. No one is allowed to smoke cigarettes in the restaurants here, and she smokes all the time. Why did she have to come here? Why? Why? Thursday, October 9th. I found out why Grandmère has come to New York. She's going to give me princess classes. This is terrible. I can't write anymore. Friday, October 10th. Yesterday, after school, I had my first princess class. It's not a joke. Every day after my algebra lesson with Mr. Giannini, I have princess classes at the plaza with my grandmother. I signed the Thermopolis-Ronaldo agreement. My dad reminded me about this. The princess classes are part of my duties as my dad's heir. That's what I agreed to. I checked the agreement. But I couldn't see anything in it about princess classes. Grandmère is staying in the penthouse suite of the plaza. She's staying in the huge luxury rooms on the top floor of the hotel. Everything in the penthouse is colored pink. There are pink walls, pink carpets, pink drapes, and pink furniture. There are lots of vases of pink roses, too. Grandmère's name is Clarice Marie Ronaldo. She is my father's mother. She is the Dowager Princess of Genovia. Grandmère wears lots of makeup and smokes cigarettes all the time. All her clothes are purple. Purple is her favorite color. Grandmère started asking me questions immediately. She is scary. She frightens me.
"Stand up straight, Amelia," she said. "Your hair is too curly. And why are you so tall? Can't you stop growing? Come and kiss your grandmère."
I walked over and kissed her. Then I saw Rommel, my grandmother's dog. He was looking out from behind her skirt. He's 15 years old, and he was wearing a purple jacket. It's the same color as Grandmère's dress.
"Now," said Grandmère, "you are Princess of Genovia. You cried when your father told you the news? Why?"
Suddenly I felt very tired. I sat down on one of the pink chairs. "Oh, Grandma," I said in English, "I don't want to be a princess. I just want to be me, Mia."
"Don't call me Grandma," said Grandmère. "I'm your Grandmère. Speak French when you speak to me. Sit up straight in that chair, and your name isn't Mia, it's Amelia."
She sat down in the chair next to me.
"Don't you want to be a princess?"
Grandmère, I said. "I can never be like a princess."
"You are your father's heir," said Grandmère in a very serious voice. "When your father dies, you'll rule Genovia."
I stared at Grandmère, and she stared at me. "I have a lot of homework today, I said. Is this princess class going to take a long time?
We'll begin classes tomorrow, she said. You'll come here in the afternoons, after school. Write a list before you come here tomorrow. Make a list of the 10 women who you admire most, and give reasons. Bring the list with you.
My mouth fell open with shock. Homework? I've got to do homework for these princess classes?
Close your mouth, Emilia, said Grandmère. Tomorrow you'll do your hair nicely. You'll wear lipstick and paint your nails with nail polish. And you won't wear those big, ugly boots. Now, I have a dinner appointment. Goodbye.
Today, I borrowed one of my mom's lipsticks and took it to school. But I didn't want anyone to see me wearing lipstick. I waited until after my class with Mr. Giannini. When all the other kids had gone home, I went into the girls' room. I put lipstick on my lips and brushed my hair. My hair is very curly. I brushed it and brushed it, but it didn't look better. I'd forgotten about the school computer club. The computer club has a meeting at Albert Einstein High School every Friday afternoon. Lily's brother, Michael, is in the computer club. When I walked out of the girls' room, I met Michael. I dropped my bag and the lipstick fell out. Michael picked it up. He stared at me in surprise. "Why are you wearing this?" he asked, holding the lipstick toward me. "Please don't tell Lily," I said. "Don't tell Lily what?" he said. "Where are you going? Are you going on a date?" "No, I am not going on a date," I said. "I have to meet my grandmother." "Do you usually wear lipstick when you meet your grandmother?" I looked toward the door. Dad's bodyguard, Lars, was standing there. He was waiting for me. He was going to drive me to the Plaza Hotel. "Michael, don't tell Lily about this, okay?" I said. Then I ran away. When I got to the plaza, Grandmère was horrible.
"You're wearing too much lipstick," she said. "And it's the wrong color for you."
I gave her my list of the 10 women who I admire, but she tore up the piece of paper.
"They're not good choices," she said.
Then she told me to come back at 10 o'clock the next morning. "Grandmère, tomorrow is Saturday," I said. "I always help my friend Lily on Saturdays. We film her TV show." But Grandmère didn't listen to me. So when I got home, I called Lily. I wanted to say, "I can't help you tomorrow. I have to spend the day with my grandmother." But no one answered the phone. The Moscovitz family were out. Saturday, October 11th, 9:30 a.m. I called Lily early this morning. This was our conversation. "You have to spend the day with your grandmother?" she said angrily. "I don't believe you, Mia. Why didn't you say no to your grandmother? We always spend Saturdays together." "Lily, you don't know my grandmother," I said. "She's scary. I can't just say no to her." "I don't know your grandmother," said Lily. "That's true, Mia. I don't know anything about her. It's very strange. You knew all about my grandparents." I've never introduced Lily to Grandmère because Grandmère hates children. Also, she hates hearing about poor people's problems. Lily makes TV films about the problems of poor people. I can't introduce Lily to Grandmère now. I'm a princess. I don't want Lily to know about my future life in Genovia. "Well, come to my place tonight," Lily said. "I have to finish my film. You can help me." Then she hung up the phone. Now I'm in the car with Lars. We've just arrived at the Plaza Hotel. I'm going to meet Grandmère. Chapter 6. Blonde Hair and Fake Nails. Saturday, October 11th, late afternoon. I can never go to school again. I can never go anywhere again. I'm so embarrassed. I look awful. I'm really angry with Grandmère. This morning, she was waiting for me in the entrance of the Plaza Hotel. On y va, she said, which in English means, let's go. Let's go where? I asked. Chez Paolo, said Grand-mère. Chez Paolo means Paul's house. Maybe Grand-mère has a friend called Paul, I thought, and maybe we're going to his house. But Chez Paolo wasn't a house. It was a beauty salon, and Paolo was a stylist. He makes ordinary people like me look beautiful. That is Paolo's job. First, he cut my hair short. Then he colored it blonde. My real fingernails are very ugly because I bite them. So he stuck beautiful long fingernails made of plastic on top of my own nails. Then he put makeup on my face. When Paolo had finished, I looked in a mirror. I got a shock. He had turned me into a different person. Then Grand-mère took me to some very expensive shoe shops and clothes shops. She bought me 4 pairs of shoes and lots of clothes. Grand-mère's very happy because I don't look like Mia Thermopolis anymore. Mia Thermopolis never had blonde hair or fake fingernails. Mia Thermopolis never wore makeup or beautiful expensive shoes and clothes. But I'm not happy at all. Who am I now? I don't know. I'm not Mia Thermopolis. Grand-mère is turning me into someone else. As soon as I got home, I tried to talk to my dad, but he didn't listen to me.
What's the problem, Mia? He said. You look beautiful. I like your new hairstyle. It's very nice.
My mom came out of her bedroom. She was wearing a new skirt and top, and she looked great. She was going out on another date with Mr. Giannini. My dad stared at her. Mia, said my mom, your grandmother is just trying to prepare you. Prepare me for what? I said. I'm the Princess of Genovia, but I don't